Hello, welcome to Scratch 3D Printing. In this video, I'm going to be installing this poop slider chute for Bambu P2S. Let's scratch today's project. I know that there are many poop slider, poop chute out there that fit the P2S, and I also noticed that people are saying that the P1S poop chute or slider fits the P2S as well, but I would like to create my own, and here it is. So the first part, I'm going to show you the design a little bit here, then show you how to install it. Then I'm going to go over the process of how I make this, and I will have two variations of this. Let's take a look at this one here. I don't got the second version print off because I'm still doing experiment with that other one, but for this one, you are going to be using the two screw that is on the P2S, and it has magnet attachment. Right here is the basket and also has magnet attachment so that you can just attach it like this. Very easy, convenient. You don't have to worry about this like moving on when the 3D printer is printing. And I think the 3 of magnets is going to be pretty strong when it's just sitting still like this. The magnets are about 5mm. On the flat side is 2mm. I'll leave a link down below for these magnets if you are doing this project so that you can insert them to the slider in the bin. Enough with that, let's just go ahead and put it to the P2S. Okay, for the installation, we will need an Allen wrench, and you need to remove this screw and this screw in order for this installation to work. As you can see right here, I draw a line right there just to get the angle so that I know how to 3D model it. There's a hole right here. You can put the screw through the hole right here along with the Allen wrench. And on top here, the screw on top is going to go there. So let's just install this. I like to do the top one screw first because it's easier to access. And make sure that you do not over tight this because from what I have noticed, the thread for these two screws is not like metal thread. It's like plastic thread or like rubber thread. So if you over tight it, it's going to ruin the thread and it's not going to stick anymore. So just do it until it's tight. Then we will do the second one down here. That's basically it. That's all the installation. And as you can see here, it fits really nicely, except there's a small gap there because it keeps pushing out like that. So what I have done is I have remodeled this, but I did not print it. I made a space to hold a magnet right here. That one is the file that I'll be putting on to make it whirl. And right here's the bucket. You don't need to super glue them. You can just press them in here. And one more design is that I forgot to make holes, so if you don't want them, you can push them out, but on the final design, it will have holes on the back. So once you have this, you can just go ahead and push this. And look at that, it's gonna stick so nicely, so easy, so convenient. I have also made this about 60mm gap so that filament that falls down will have enough space to go down the slide and does not get stuck right here, because from past experience I made this like 20mm, 30mm, and filament keeps getting stuck, so I made this quite large. Filament can go down here. That's it with the installation. There you go. That's a very simple installation. Just take off the two screw and then put it back in along with the model and you are set. You get yourself a poop slider. This is the model on Fusion 360, and right here is the additional magnet that I add so that it will attach to the back panel. And right here, I also make it so that it has extra room, so when you slide in the bin, it does not hit this part because from the small sagging, so it's gonna have clearance, so the bin will not hit the slider. I also make a bin with the cutouts like here, so if you want, you can download that one, or if you want, you can just download this one. Either one is totally fine with me. Just do variation because some people like these kinds, some people like these kinds. And I also made another copy of the slide in the bin right here. So for this, it's not going to be connected with magnet. I'm going to try to make like some kind of connection right here. So if you don't have magnets and you don't want to buy magnets, you can just slide this in, attach it to this piece right here. Maybe do like a slide up here like how I see on many other poop slider out there. The final version will be on Maker Whirl. There will be two variations of the poop slider for the P2S, down whichever one you feel like it fits you the best. And by the way, the bin plus the slider, it takes around 5 hours to print. For the bin, it takes like 1 hour 40 minutes. For the slider, it takes about 2 hours 40 minutes. And I think that's like 5 hours. And each of the model takes only about 100 grams of filament, so I feel like it's pretty good. Now that that is out of the way, that's basically it with this video on the installation on the model itself. From this point on, I'm just going to show you all the failed model and the process I take to make this poop slider. So for models like this, I want to use the hardware or vent or whatever attachment that it has to the 3D printer. I want to use those so that people can just print them, take off like a couple of screws, and then just bolted to the 3D printer itself. I don't want to make like you have to buy extra tools, extra screws, extra magnet and stuff like that. But in this case, I did use magnet. But like I said, I'll make 2 models so that you don't have to use magnet. Firstly, the idea was model this piece right here. You may say, what is this piece? Well, it's the 2 screw, one on the bottom and one on top. I just measure it, model it, and then test it to see if I got the length correct. And for this one, the first try, I did get it correct. Then I made a second model for this with this extra thingy right here. I don't know what to call it, but it's like an extra bump or whatever, because this was a little bit too thick and the screw cannot screw in there. So I remake this and it fits perfectly. After I made that, I YOLO it and just printed the whole thing, modeled the whole thing. And guess what? This one is pretty close. I broke the top here because I modeled it wrong, but everything else seems pretty good. It fits really well. It's just that this was off by like 4 millimeters and the round corner here was not that round. I just need to remodel the round corner here and shift the slide a little bit to the left. After the first one here failed, I just want to test the corner and the length of this. I cut it out and then just print that part, so I use less filament and the test is going to be quicker. I remodel this, shift this over, print it, put it on, and it's still a little bit off. And then I did it again with a new one right here, and now this one fits perfectly. Once this fits perfectly, I just, fix a little bit thing, fillet everything. I also printed the first bin as well, and this bin is a little bit too short because for whatever reason, my measurement was off. And for these kind of projects, it's like really weird. The angle you measure there is kind of different from what you 3D printed and model. So the first bin here was a success. Everything was good, except it was just a little bit too short. So I reprinted with the new one and increased the height of it, and it works perfect. And then I did a print of it. I printed this piece on the P2S, and as you can see right here, it keeps lifting like this. I don't know why. I tried printing on the smooth build plate and then this happened. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a smooth build plate. Then I put in the original PI build plate and it still lifted. I threw that piece away, but it still lifted. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna print it on the Cobra S1, and it printed perfectly on the Cobra S1 without any problem, which is the model that was attached to the 3D printer back there. But that's just something that I want to share. Nothing against the P2S, it's a great printer. It's just that for this model, it just cannot print. I don't know why. That will be it for this video of me making the poop slider for the P2S. If you watched the whole video, thank you so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel because more amazing stuff like this is coming. And if you haven't yet become a member of the YouTube channel, it helps me tremendously. And as always, keep on 3D printing.